Emotional intelligence. Hi, Dr. Joseph P. Wood, author of the book Miracles Minutes, and today I uncover the subject called emotional intelligence. So, this subject matter many people may not be familiar with, but what is emotional intelligence? Well, let me just go over some studies with you about emotional intelligence. So, emotional intelligence is learning to take control of your emotions, learning how to process them. And some studies say that 90% of patients could be released from the hospital if they let go of guilt and fear. So they're living in a story in their head. They have this guilt and all these negative emotions, and they blame themselves, so they punish themselves, and they do self-sabotaging behaviors. So, as all in the human condition, we all have this matrix kind of going on of a story we have in our head about who we are and why we don't deserve anything and why we should be punished. So, emotional intelligence helps us to reframe those stories, get control of our emotions, and learn how to overcome them. Now, most people bias towards if you're smarter or more intelligent, have more book knowledge, that you'll do better in life. This is not true at all. Because when we become very emotional, when we become angry or upset or fearful, the neocortex or the intelligence or wisdom that we have turns off. So you see this in a golf player who's in a slump. They just can't, they're playing so well, they're doing great. Man, it was just flowing. Their talent was flowing out of them. They were doing wonderful. Something happens in their head. It's not their skills didn't go away, but they can't connect to their skills because they have a problem in the brain and they have emotions they don't know how to deal with. Same thing could happen in a test. Someone could have, test anxiety. And so at home, they can answer all the questions perfectly well, but they get nervous when they go to take a test and their brain shuts off and they fail the test. Now, rather than, giving someone a pass around that, what we need to do is address their way of perceiving and interpreting when they go to take tests. So what they're doing is they're telling themselves a story that makes them fearful and upset, and they keep thinking about that, and that thinking then drives neurobiology. Neurobiology means neuro, brain, or thinking causes hormone responses. So if you have fearful thoughts, your body's going to release adrenaline. That starts to make you a little shaky, makes your heart rate bump up, and that'll shut down the neocortex or the wisdom that you have, and then you have performance anxiety. So your ability to perform goes away. It's gone. So it's not that you need to, some people think, and then they parents, with great intentions, think you need to have your kid practice more and do more things of practicing the test. They already know how to do the test. What they don't know how to do is manage their emotions. So there's many things that could be done. One is deep breathing. The other one is to something called reframing. Like, what's the story you're telling yourself about taking a test? How can that person, not you wanting to help them, that doesn't do any good. For me to tell someone, just calm down, doesn't help someone calm down. They don't know how to do that within themselves. It's like telling a kid, stop crying. I'm trying, Daddy, I'm trying. That's not going to happen. So you have to have the conversation with them. What is it you're upset about? What's going on? Can you tell me about it? So what you have to do is grant your listening if you want to help someone using your own emotional intelligence. Your own emotional intelligence in that situation as a parent or a friend is listening into what is going on in their head. What are they thinking? Allow them to express themselves. Allow it to be heard. And then maybe offer some suggestions or ask questions of how they can see it differently via suggestion. So it's Dr. Wood covering emotional intelligence today. I hope this video helps you out a lot. It can help you if you're in chronic pain as well. My book, Miracles in Minutes, because sometimes you just keep telling yourself that you have a problem and you're reinforcing it to yourself. So the more you tell yourself, the more you think about it, the more you feel it, the more you believe it, the more you create the story around it, the more it becomes your life. So you can break out of that by learning to get control of your thoughts and your emotions through emotional intelligence. Thanks a lot.